Well, I'm here to talk about the latest book I read. It's a psychological thriller about a serial killer, so right up my alley. And I hear that cat meowing outside, and if he continues to meow, I'm going to turn into a serial killer. He has everything: food, milk, life is good. What can I do? Anyway, this review is part of a collaboration named Thursday BookTube, and it's hosted by myself and Patty at Life with Patty. Every Thursday we review books we think you might like, or at least books that we like. We invite you to do book reviews too, video book reviews, and hashtag at Thursday BookTube, tag myself, My Mountain Home and Kitchen, and tag Patty at Life with Patty, and we'll put you on the playlist. The book I am reviewing today is named A Flicker in the Dark, and it's by Stacy Willingham. I hadn't realized it, but I had reviewed another one of her books named All the Dangerous Things, which was a psychological thriller about a missing child. This book, I gave that book 5 stars. It was outstanding. I'm going to give this book right now, A Flicker in the Dark, also 5 stars. This woman knows her psychological thrillers. So this story opens with a prologue. And in the prologue, the narrator says that he or she, it's a she, said that she always thought monsters were shadows that appeared in her dreams and created nightmares, and that when she was 12 years old, she realized that monsters weren't shadows. They actually walked among us, and they were as real as we were. The book then moves to 2019, and we realize the narrator is probably this young woman we're being introduced to named Chloe, who was in her early 30s. She is a successful therapist with a business, a therapy business, working with young adolescents. She also writes prescriptions for herself and other people's names. Well, she gets a phone call suddenly, and it's from a reporter from the New York Times, and he wants to talk to her about the 20th anniversary. And we come to find out that it's the 20th anniversary of her father's conviction for being a serial killer in the small town they lived in Louisiana. What had happened is, over the course of one summer when Chloe was 12, 6 girls disappeared, bodies never found, over the course of the whole summer. Through a series of events, we find out later her father is arrested and convicted, is currently incarcerated. Over the intervening years, in spite of the fact everyone has sort of moved on with their lives, there is definitely a dark cloud of misery. It makes you understand why Chloe is writing prescriptions for herself. Can you imagine? She has an older brother whom she is very close with and who's very protective of her. Her mother is still alive, though we don't have too much of a feel for her, and her father's in prison. Chloe also has a very loving fiance, and they have a wedding date set, and he has been wonderful and supportive to her. He knows about the whole serial killer thing, but not about the prescription drugs. And so that's where her life is. So she's dealing with the tension of the 20th anniversary coming up. She's dealing with the tension of this reporter wanting to talk to her and crack open all these things she doesn't want to talk about. And then young girls start disappearing again. And that's where the psychological thriller really begins. Who are these young girls? Who is taking them? What is happening? Her father's in prison, convicted. What is actually happening? And Chloe finds herself in this quicksand of trying to figure this out. Well, let me tell you, the twists and turns that this book takes are absolutely incredible and mesmerizing and unbelievable. And I enjoyed every minute of it. I've mentioned this before, and I'm going to say it again. A book has to surprise me for me to like it. I don't like books where a third of the way in, I already have a feeling I know what happened and who did it. No. I like books that keep me on the edge of my seat till like the last page, and this one surely did it. The characters are very well drawn. They're very human. They're nuanced. They have depth, which is why the book isn't so easy to figure out. So if you're a psychological thriller fan like I am and you're looking for something really, really good, I recommend A Flicker in the Dark by Stacy Willingham. And you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be looking for more books by her. She is so far 2 for 2. Happy reading, and thank you so much for watching.